just into us tonight in the last couple of minutes. A district attorney in Las Vegas says he plans on bringing murder charges against the suspect in that deadliest stabbing attack on the Las Vegas Strip. In court, just within the last few minutes, you see this from our affiliate who's actually in there. The suspect was facing a judge for the first time tonight after what is being called this unprovoked stabbing rampage, right in broad daylight in front of one of the main casinos, the Wynn Casino that's right there on the Vegas Strip, one of the most popular tourist spots in the country. 47-year-old Brent Hallett and 30-year-old Maris DiGiovanni were killed. 6 more people were hurt. Somebody else is still in critical condition. You can see first responders here trying to help the victims. The city has decided to ramp up security, of course, around where this happened. I want to bring in now Maura Barrett. Maura, tell us more about what we're hearing in court, developments there.
Well, Hallie, 32-year-old suspect Yoni Barrios was in court just a few minutes ago after being arrested yesterday after going on what you said was this stabbing rampage down the strip of Las Vegas in broad daylight to what police said seemed to be unprovoked. They said there was no previous altercations. The DA saying that they intend to bring charges, 2 counts of open murder with a deadly weapon and 6 counts of attempted murder, and their arraignment will be next Tuesday on October 11th. Now, I also do have new details. Our affiliate just sent along the arrest report that the police released just in the last couple of minutes. So excuse me for reading directly from, but basically what police had said was an unprovoked attack. The suspect, Barrios, detailed that he thought people were making fun of him. He saw people on the strip on a bus. He said he felt that he wasn't being treated like a human. Again, these are details coming from an interview with police at Metro headquarters. There was an interaction with a security guard where the suspect said that he was trying to sell knives so he could go back home to California, or excuse me, to Guatemala. He had been staying in California, apparently, with a friend. And then he ran down the strip and saw that women were laughing and making fun of him. He said he became upset and began stabbing the women as they ran away. He said he was running and looking for people, groups of people, so he could, quote, let his anger out. And so obviously a lot of details still coming to light as all of this is developing. But again, the DA intending to bring those 2 counts of murder and 6 counts of attempted murder, Hallie.
Can you tell us anything else we know about the victims here, Maura?
Well, and that's the most unfortunate part, because obviously, and the suspect saying in his own words that these were not targeted attacks. These were people that were out on the strip during the day. The 2 victims that unfortunately passed away that you noted earlier were Las Vegas locals. The other surviving victims, a mix of both locals and tourists. We do know that 1 remains in critical condition. Before it had been 3, so that's at least a little bit of good news that 2 of the surviving victims have been upgraded to good and fair condition, and we do know another one has been discharged from the hospital, so hopefully recovering well. We are out to the hospital to get any more updates on those, but obviously just a very scary, sensitive attack that obviously is leaving people on the Las Vegas Strip, people who work there and are hoping to visit there, all very shaken today as law enforcement has increased their presence there out of an abundance of caution. Hallie.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.